You do seem to be spreading the word about Stoicism, which I appreciate. I've heard from so many people that have heard from about my stuff or about the Stoics from you. I'm curious, what makes you want to talk to someone about it, or when when you're saying, "Hey, check out this book, Meditations or Seneca or one of the Stoics." What's your pitch? I'd be curious to hear yours.
The pitch is something that I've already said, and there's the practical way. There is a messiness to life that we have not embraced because we're looking for the comfort in it all. And there is comfort and there is thriving in the discomfort of it all. And certain Stoics, you're saying, I can't remember who it is. I can't remember who it is right now, but who would literally had everything and was doing so great and had every comfort and would literally go outside of himself to challenge himself and eat nothing. Who was it? Was it Nero?
This is Seneca.
And challenge himself and embrace that discomfort, not for a day, not for an hour, because that's cheating and that's not really doing it. But actually challenging yourself in a way where you go, listen, you're almost putting yourself not in other people's shoes, but you give yourself more of an opportunity to be compassionate and to be inclusive when you don't just rely on this thing that is not what am I trying to say? Not just most comfortable, but just wrapped up in your own capsule.
Well, he was saying that the lesson he would practice poverty. He would wear, like, one day a month, he would wear shitty clothes, eat, he'd stay outside of his palace, he'd sleep on the floor, he'd eat bad food, whatever. He wanted to experience poverty, he said, so he could tell himself, so he could answer the question, is this what you're afraid of? Right? The point was to eliminate the fear of the thing that we'd prefer not to happen. Right? You get so used to things being the way that you are, that they are, and that's why you work so hard, and that's why you made them the way that they are, is that they're better. But then you can become almost addicted and dependent on them, and then you become anxious and afraid that they might go away.
Exactly, and the addictive thing, and forget all about the AA stuff, but the addictive thing, and the habit of something is an idea that I've always loved breaking. I've always loved challenging that. So it's like, there was a moment, around Avengers, listen, man, I'm in a position where I'm around so many actors who so many different, levels of success, and I'm vulnerable to, maybe I should present myself in this way. So I should only take private flights. I should only do this. I should only convey high success. I should use my money doing that, even though I'll go through the money so fast doing it. And I go, and I'm vulnerable to that because I go, I should be doing this as opposed to resorting to myself and doing my own thing. And I think what your books have done, they've applauded something that I've already chosen, and that is living a life that is as challenging to the status quo as possible. It's like, this is the way you're supposed to do it. This is the way that's acceptable to us. And I go, but I'm not rebelling against that thing. I just want to be able to stick my toe in all the different waters.
Yeah, and to me, resilience is the ability to be okay in just about any situation, right? To be able to go, this is fine. It's totally fine. And that's one of the weird things when you're successful. Stuff goes wrong all the time. That doesn't change. What happens is that people run up to you and they go, is this okay? We're so sorry. Can we fix this for you?
Yeah.
And to be able to retain the ability to be like, yeah, it's totally fine. I don't care where I sit. Like, I can wait. Like, I did a talk the other day and they had to push it 30 minutes and they were just like, we are so sorry. And then I was like, it's fine. I'll just go back to my hotel room. I'll see you in 30 minutes. And then afterwards they were like, you are the best. Thank you so much. And it's like, I literally just I went back and I did literally nothing. This is you're paying me either way. What do I give a shit, you know? But you get used to being that person, and then that person is very fragile.
Yeah, that's why it's good. Taking road trips are good because people don't
Yes.
give a shit and you're staying in motels and some things are not clean and some things are
Yeah.
gross and some TVs don't work and some people at the front. And I'm very lucky in that way. You know, I mean, I've done very well in my chosen profession, but I'm also, and I remember Robert De Niro saying this at, you know, one of the heights of his career. He was saying, you'll be recognized if you want to be recognized. But
Yeah.
if you're an actor, you should have the ability to be able to disappear into a crowd also. And I remember always taking that to heart. Not that I was in a position then to challenge that, but I think now I am. You know, and I
Yeah.
go, if I'm going around and I'm presenting myself as somebody who needs to be perceived as important,
Yeah.
it's nice to put yourself in a position where you're right sized and you're just another fucking human being getting along in this life, you know, looking to commune with other people, looking to have experiences, looking to be able to share, and feeling lonely, like going back to that place and feeling lonely in Europe. You know, I do. I try to reinsert myself into that same mentality again and again because it does create something. It creates something inside of you that wants to express or that wants to reach out or that puts your, you know, that makes you extend when you wouldn't necessarily extend. And what you're saying when you're surrounded by a bunch of yes people, which is the grossest thing ever.